I got a question for you. When's the last time you cleaned your fender wells? Do they look like this? Kind of just dingy, just gray, not black, not dark. Basically, they stand out looking bad. So I want to show you how to take your fender wells from this to this with just a few products. And you can adjust this process according to what you have on hand. You don't necessarily have to have all the things I've got, but I got tools that make this an easy job. The first thing I have is a nice fender brush. This is a long handle, and these tips here are flagged, so they're, they're not overly aggressive or overly rough. This is good on fender wells. It can even be used on tires. Basically, this is the thing that helps you get inside here and reach all the areas that would otherwise be hard to reach. I got an IK foamer. This will help me to apply cleaner inside of the fender wells and disperse the foam and allow that to break up and penetrate and start to loosen up the dirt and grime. I've got Adams tire and rubber cleaner. This is a great cleaner for fender well liners. It also works really, really great on tires. Anything rubber, obviously. Trim of your vehicle works on that too, but this is black plastic, so it really brings it back. So this is another crucial thing to have. I'd say this and the fender well brush are the two things I would use at a minimum. And so I've also got a bucket of soapy water here with a variety of tools. Those are the things I like to use, and obviously you're going to need to spray it with something, so I just have a standard garden hose with me right now. But a pressure washer works great too. And this process is really mostly for the plastic fender wells. It can also be done on the fabric fender wells, because those can get grimy too. So at least the cleaning process. Now, what happens after I clean it? The trick to getting them looking really nice is using CarPro Pearl, and this applies only to the plastic fender well liners. And what you want to do is dilute it 1-to-1 or 2-to-1, which is 1 part water, 1 part pearl, or 2 parts water, 1 part pearl, for somewhere around a really dark to a satin finish. So the first step I'm going to take is to drench these fender wells. Actually, I'm going to remove this spider web, get that off there, and I'm going to soak the fender wells with this foam using this IK sprayer. So you just take it and aim it in there, shoot it in there, get on the side. So what that's doing is that's going to get in there and start to attack some of the dirt and grime. And on top of that, I'm going to take Adams tire and rubber cleaner and spray that in here. So be generous with it. About 15 or 20 sprays per side. And I'll take this fender well brush, spray up a couple sprays in there. Go under from the bottom, start to come up, just scrub it. Try to get as far back as you can, and as high up as you can as well. Just do like a crosshatch pattern, up and down and side to side. And come all the way up to the top up here as well, if you have the clearance to. Come back over to this side. Go back to your bucket. I've also got a little woolie here, which I can take this, spray some of the tire and rubber cleaner in there, and reach a little further back. Now that I've thoroughly agitated it, now spray it out. When you're rinsing it out, be careful not to get it all over the paint. So you're going to notice how much better this thing looks once we apply the pearl. But you have to wait for this to dry now, so it's up to you. You could use forced air and dry it off. But I just go throughout the rest of the vehicle, do the wheels and tires, and then wash the vehicle, and I do my dressing application as the last step. So now that I've cleaned the fender wells thoroughly, I like to have a little bucket to sit on, and I've got my CarPro Pearl sprayer here. I got 2 parts water to 1 part pearl, and I've got a nice little foam applicator block. So there's a couple of little tricks here. I like to turn, on some cars you have good access even with the tires pointed straight, but on this one it was a little tight. So I turned the wheel to the left so I've got more access here to apply the dressing. Same on the back side, so it opens it up a lot and I can really easily reach in there. Now if that's not the case, you don't have time to do this, or you don't want to turn the wheels and do all that, you can cut these little applicator blocks down with some scissors. They're real easy to cut. But in this case, I'm going to take the time, turn the tire, and get all the access here. You can also just spray this in there with a good mist and it'll kind of self-level, but I like using the actual applicator process because I feel like it levels out better. So what I do, shake this up, spray about 4 or 5 sprays into the block applicator, kind of get it in there, and just take it, start to apply it here. You can even spray some onto the surface just to get more in there. Make sure you get to the very bottom, and I like to go up, I don't go all the way across the top of the fender well because I can't see that part, so I just want the part I can see, so I stop somewhere in this area here and try to get up to the edge here, level it in real good. Might even spray some back to the far area back there. Go with this back. A couple here. Once again, just make sure that you're getting the full. This has some plastic overlaps here, so I'm going to get that. And then back here. You spray it a little bit more. That's pretty much going to do it. You just make sure you got everything, and just from sitting here I can tell it looks so much nicer, so much better, darker, and it's not going to draw attention in a bad way. Level that out. It won't look gray and nasty and funky. So this is a process again that I'll do every 2-3 months, so probably 4 or 5 times a year I'll do it on my cars. I don't do it every wash, but this should help with keeping it look cleaner longer as well. So that's going to be the end of this video. I hope you liked it. I hope you got something out of it. If you did, please hit that thumbs up, and please consider subscribing if you haven't subscribed, and hit that notification bell. I got a lot more videos out there around car detailing, so check those out if you are interested in figuring out how to keep your cars nice. I try to help people with that. It's something that I've been doing for 20-30 years, so got a lot of experience, and I've tried to put together the processes, tools, chemicals, and procedures that I use for my cars and other people's cars. So again, thanks for watching, and see you on the next one.